Hey guys, this is Matt with BleepinJeep.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make some fender flares for your XJ, so I hope you enjoy and please subscribe right here. Thanks much. Alright, so as you can see I've made these fender flares out of some old flares from a Wrangler, I guess it is, or maybe a JK, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can tell me what they are. I've chopped them up a little bit. They look kind of funny, but as you can see, I've narrowed the front end of the Jeep. If anybody's interested, I'll do a write-up on that as well. But after I narrowed the front end, I keep getting covered in mud, and it's not fun when it hits you in the face. So I've decided to try and do something about it. It looks kind of awkward. I don't know, maybe somebody might like it, but for the most part, I'm just trying to keep mud from hitting me in the face and not having to clean up the Jeep so much every time I go out. Alright, so here's the fender. I'm pretty sure this is off of a newer model Wrangler, or possibly a JK, I'm not really sure. And there's a million different ways you can mount this. I guess you could mount it like that. You could mount it on the correct side that it should have been on the opposite side there. But I'm going to mount mine just like this, because I like the way that goes with the Jeep lines. And so let's show you all the tools that we need first. Alright, so here's the things you'll need. You'll need the fender flare, of course. You're going to need an XJ, of course, a Cherokee. You're going to need some screws, self-tapping screws, really help. Drill, washers, some scissors or some tin snips. You're going to need drill bits, a clamp, and something to mark with. Okay, so the first thing you'll want to do is take your scissors, and there's a little lip right here on the inside. This is the back side of the fender flare. And you're going to have to cut that lip off and cut these little tabs off so that you can line it up on your Jeep and determine where you want it to go. It's kind of hard to see that. There it is. Cut that tab off right there with your scissors. Just going to start right here and just work my way across. Okay, so I've got all the edges off here. Now I'm just going to take these off real quick, just like so. And then I'm going to take it over to the grinding wheel and smooth that up. Alright, now I can lay it in place and decide where I want to cut it. This is where your clamp comes in handy. You just put it about where you want it. Say right about there somewhere. Clamp it down. And bar soap will work for this if you don't have chalk or whatever. What I'm going to do is just take it off right above that light right here. And again, I'll use my scissors to give that a whack right there. Alright, so I've cut the excess off there that I don't need. And now what I'm going to do is take my drill and drill some holes through here so I can get a screwdriver in to screw these on. The holes on the back side would be really hard to reach, or almost impossible if you had to do it like this. There's other ways around this. If you don't want holes on the outside of your fender flare, I guess you could clamp this up and mark it with a Sharpie. If you had a really short Sharpie that you could get in there, and then you could drill them out, and then you could put some studs in there or something. But instead of doing that, I'm just going to make it easy on myself and use a 1/4 inch drill bit. Drill some holes everywhere there's a hole on the back side. I'm going to drill a hole on the front. That way when I go to screw it in, I can just put my screwdriver right through the front of the fender flare. Okay, now that I've got those holes drilled, I'll be able to take my screwdriver and put it right through like this and screw those in without having to do much bother at all. Let's go clamp it in place. Alright, so now I've got it clamped in place where I want it, and I'm just going to take some self-tapping screws and put them in through the other side. Since it doesn't fit perfectly flush on this side, where the Cherokee has some contours, what you can do to correct for that is on the back side take out a little chunk of the fender flare to make it fit better. That way you won't have this big gap, see-through gap right there. And there's another one right here. Mine's a little distorted anyway, as you can tell, so I'm not too worried about it, but I might take just a little bit out. Alright, so that's the last screw. Let's take this thing out and see what it looks like. Okay, well, it's not going to win any beauty pageants or anything, but, and this flare, I swear, is wider than this other one. Don't know how that happened, but maybe it'll do its job and keep some mud off of me. We'll see how it goes. Alright, again, this is Matt with BleepinJeep.com. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those. And please subscribe right here. Thanks much.